Hi, it's Ruth again, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about our hobby farm and that we raise pygmy goats for profit. We've raised, we've had 4 goats previously. We had 2 kids, and we've just started this about a year ago, and it's been working really well because we retired to Central Texas and have a hobby farm here. So we decided that instead of growing vegetables and such as that to make a little profit on the hobby farm, what we would do, we do grow all of our vegetables. We have 3 acres, 3 houses on the land, a horse, 2 donkeys, some goats, 5 dogs, bunch of chickens, that kind of stuff, your basic hobby farm stuff. But anyways, we decided that we wanted to have milk goats rather than the meat goats. There's a lot of boar goats in our area that people use for meat. But we ultimately wanted goat milk to use for either goat milk cheese, the feta cheese that you might be familiar with, or other types of goat milk cheese, or milk for soap. Goat milk soap is really, really excellent and can be given as gifts, used for yourself. You can actually sell it. But we also felt that we would only keep the female goats, kids, that would be born off of our goats. And then if we had males, we would sell them for a profit. So we just had some kids born in December. Little bucklings, and we did sell them, and they are a very good profit item because you only keep them for about 2 months after they're born. Pygmy goats are very friendly, just delightful. They love to be petted. These are, even the adults, they love to be petted, brushed, scratched between their horns, etc., etc. So they're very easy to handle. You don't need a whole bunch of them, so you don't need a ton of land or anything. They're grazers, so they just eat off the field, whatever's out there, and we give them some hay, and then we give them some pellets. And right before the moms gave birth, we did increase their nutrition by giving them some oats, giving them some variety in their pellets. We switched over to the sweet feed, and they're very, very easy to care for. As long as they have water, they will eat anything. They eat a lot of our scraps, as well as our chickens do too. As far as any stuff that would normally go in a compost, we toss it out to them first, and then compost whatever else would be left afterwards. So simple, inexpensive, and a very decent profit. Their time of gestation is between 140 and 150 days, so they can kid or freshen, as it's called sometimes, 2 times a year, and that works out really well. It well over and above covers any costs that we would have in raising them and equipment that we would need. They just live in the little dog shelters, which was on a previous video, and dog houses is what they both like, because they can scratch themselves on the little doorways. They don't really need a big stable unless you had a whole bunch of them, but you know, 2, 4, 5 of them is plenty. We just have the 2 females right now, and any females that we get from their future kidding, we will keep the females and sell off the males. So just a thought, if you have some space, if you have a couple acres, they're very, very simple to care for. And you know, a lot of people think pygmy goats are great pets as well, and they are exceedingly friendly. They get along with all the other animals out in the farmyard, as well as our dogs. So something to keep in mind if you want to get a little bit further income. Also check out my website for a few other methods to optimize your funds on the farm or to make some extra income. Bye.